to hell.
Hey guys, that's your Comanche today, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. Send us some love and some positive vibes your way, along with every day. Thank you for tuning in, chilling with me, playing a little bit of Raid Shadow Legends. A quick scheduling note, I know like 5% of you guys even care at all, but for my most loyal viewers who tune into every single video, first and foremost, I really do appreciate you guys. It's a privilege to enter into your screen every day, just for a few moments, but your boy's getting a little burnt out, not a YouTube, not a Raid. I'm actually really digging YouTube and Raid, but I got my company and my other job, and like I have a lot going on right now, and I just need a little bit more time to myself, to my family. So I'll be taking the next few weekends off. I know it doesn't sound like much, but I usually try to get 7 days a week. So just a quick scheduling note for you guys, and a reminder, if you're getting burnt out too, maybe try to carve out a little bit of time for yourselves. Anyway, we're gonna do a shard opening video today, and it's the crazy thing is on Raid YouTube nowadays, dude, way back in the day, I felt like it was easy to make a splash on YouTube with a big shard opening video. But now I see these Krakens, thousands of ancient shards and primal shards and hundreds of sacred shards. It's insane. Well, this used to be a large opening. Today I spent $200 for this video. I got myself 8 sacred shards. I had 4 saved up. I bought 35 void shards for this video, and then I had the ancient shards as well. So we're going to go ahead and go for 2 champions. We're chasing Shaq Daddy, Shaq Diesel, the Miggity Mac. That's not Shaq, but okay. And we also have the Void, Queen of Hearts, my most wanted Void champion in the game, along with tomorrow's, or yesterday for you guys or whatever. That is the Galeas as well. He looks really cool, but man, Queen of Hearts has been on my radar for a long time. Well, ever since the Alice collaboration, right? Do any of you guys have her? If so, I'm incredibly jealous of you guys. Shaq actually looks really, really cool as well. We'll go over his kit after we pull him. How about that? So we got 40 ancients, 57 voids, 8 sacreds, and we have a charity today. We have Dougie Ma. I suffered a spinal cord injury in 2003 from a car accident. I've occasionally donated to the Christopher Reeves Foundation that helps individuals with spinal cord injuries, in a number of ways. This generation has no clue who Christopher Reeves is. It's sad. Well, that's Superman, for those of you out there, the original Superman, who actually, I believe he fell off a horsing injury, or a horse injury, sorry, when he was in his 40s or 30s, pretty young, and well, he suffered the rest of his life, but he was also an activist, and he has the Dana and Christopher Reeves Foundation. Their mission is pretty simple. We're dedicating to curing spinal cord injury by advancing innovative research and improving the quality of life for individuals and families impacted by paralysis. So a great cause, and thank you again for the charity recommendations. As always, guys, keep them coming in the comments below. And shout out to you, Dougie. I hope that you're doing well, and you know, obviously that was a long time ago that you suffered your injury, but I hope you're doing well out there as well. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the ancient shards, and then we'll go void, and then we'll go sacred. Do you think that's the order of hype? The hypometer, guys? All right, here we go. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller here. I'm hogging the whole damn screen. Well, isn't this exciting, guys? We've got a bunch of freaking blues. Soul Bon Boyer's my favorite. I'll pick my favorite from each batch of 10. You know, spice things up in this rare-only episode. All right, who do we have here? Oh, boy, it's not looking so good. It's not looking so good at all. I guess if I had to pick a favorite here, I'd go with Rizcom. Rizcom can put a counterattack on any ally that you want. At least that's kind of unique, right? That's about it. AoE with a shield there. Not the worst rare, but certainly not the best either. Man, that was a pretty lousy group there. We get Assassin, Vala, Witness, Grandmaster. Here we go! Come on, man. Callowite the Ash Arrow. Well, he's got my name in his title, or my name in his name. There we go. So we can't be all that bad. But frankly, I hate to say it, but I'm not a fan. Every time I say I'm not a fan of this dude, I get a few people in the comments that are like, dude, you just misunderstood this champion. So I want to be fair. Maybe I just misunderstood him, but I'm not a fan. He looks awesome, though, doesn't he? Man, he really does look like he ought to be super BA. What does he do? He has an increased crit damage on this champion on his A1, which is pretty nice, 2-turn duration. On his A2, it's a 2-time hitter. If the target is killed, also attacks the enemy with lowest HP. Both attacks ignore 50% of the target's defense, as well as unkillable and block damage. I mean, that's insane in this meta, right? You can deal with the Leos, you can deal with the Sequins, you can deal with the Naimes, you can deal with the Nices. However, he doesn't hit as hard as you'd think, considering it is a 50% ignore defense. You can scale that up to 100% ignore defense fairly easily. He has Torrential Pain. It's an AoE 3-turn cooldown when booked. Each critical hit fills his champion's turn meter by 10% and heals them by 10%. Nice. If this attack kills an enemy, place an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn. for 1 turn. Okay. I mean, not awful. Whenever the champion or an ally's turn meter is decreased, increase the damage to the champion's next attack by 20%. Okay, that happens pretty often too, because an ally qualifies. And then active effect. Whenever a champion's turn meter drops below 25% because of a turn meter reduction effect, plays a block debuffs on this champion for 2 turn and grants them an instant turn, excuse me. Plays a block. Okay, so whenever this champion's turn meter drops below 25% because of a turn meter reduction effect from an enemy. Interesting. I guess that gives them some niche utility against like warlords and champions like that. They have introduced even some of the assassins, right? Had that big turn meter reduction. Even Pontiff Augustin has that turn meter reduction. So who knows? Maybe he could see a little bit of meta action. But at the end of the day, the damage just isn't there for him. All right, I have 10 ancients, I have 57 voids, and I have 8 sacreds. Let me make room, and I'll be right back.
What you staring at, you looking dumb. No, I don't ever hold my tongue. I will never be what you expect. Maybe.
All right, here's our final 10 ancient shards. Come on, Shaq Diesel. I've got you on a 20x, baby. You know I'm not going to get him with a 0.5% chance off of 10 shards. Instead, we get a muck stalker and a witness, and can I get a witness or a master butcher? There we go. Butcher me down, baby. Queen of Hearts. This is it, man. We're going for the Queen of Hearts, and I have a good, sneaky feeling. I'm putting those positive Talarian mojo vibes in the air, baby. Here we go. We got a Painkeeper, Retainer, Rock Beast, Harvester, Ripper Fist, Marquise, Broadmaw, the Permanent Fusion. I thought I had good vibes. Ah! Get out my video, bro.
A dream showed up.
Cold Heart and Worrigan Suncursed. I guess my favorite is Cold Heart. There we go. Veteran, Branch Arm Lasser. We have Retainer, we have Centurion, we got Branch Arm again. I actually like Branch Arm. Do we get T-Rex, the Relentless, or Restless, either way. Put him in Relentless gear, though. Sylar and Tree Shield Knot. I think Sylar's my favorite there. She's got the leaden legs. That's a decreased speed. Another big decreased turn meter AoE, and then another AoE on the A1. Good for a stun set. Good for control as well. Maybe not the best endgame champion, but can excel in wave content as well. Hey, Ash Walker. Another Ash. I love it. Fellhound, still a beast campaign farmer. Basher, still a serviceable, whatchamacallit, skill cooldown champion. There we go. Ragemonger, I don't know. Nothing here to write home about, is there, guys? All right, I got 27 voids left to get 8 sacreds. Let's do this. All right, guys, 27 left. That means that I'm gonna have to open 7 solos. Really? Really? Come on, man. Gom Yellowhand, what a beast. What a beast Gom is. Takes that hairier taste out of my mouth, man. The worst champion in the game. If you're a new player, stay far, far away from that dude. Whisper, she's a legendary in disguise, one of the best epic damage dealers against bosses. I mean, along with Geomancer, they deal damage in quite different ways, though. Gom Yellowhand, this dude is the real freaking deal, and nobody talks about this dude except for yours truly all the time. Increased speed, continuous heals. 3-turn cooldown, fantastic, right? His A1, he's got a leech and a heal reduction chance. 2 good debuffs to have on an A1. Then his A3 is an AoE, 75% stun, 3-turn cooldown, decreased turn meter of all enemies by 15%. I mean, back in my day, they didn't make legendaries this good. Increased speed, AoE stun, decreased turn meter. I mean, hell yeah, right? Some heals there. Whenever an ally is attacked, fills his champion's turn meter by 5%, once per attacked ally. Love it. So 4 of your allies get attacked, 20% turn meter boost. Really, I love that Gom, man. Gom and Yuzin. I like both those Void epics they added last year. I hope they add some banger epics this year in 2026 as well. All right, we get Myoculus, we get Paragon, Shees, Gear Grinder, Reviver, Doomscreech, best turn meter booster, Cardinal, best Reviver for the arena. I would say Cardinal's the best arena epic in the game, and that might not be saying much, but for me, it's Cardinal and her Sacred Order Brethren and Phenax in that conversation. All right, I got 7 solo polls. This is going to be exciting. And then we've got 8 solo sacred polls, where basically we're going to get Queen of Hearts and Shaq Daddy. Here we go.
The key in life is to lie to yourself about reality. Smile through everything. All the bad things, well, you just pile them away in a place that will come back one day in the form of, I don't know, rage?
Shaq had a rapping career. Did you guys know that? I'm a big fan of Can I Rock What's Up Doc by Foo Schnickens. I'm the hooper, the hyper, protected by Viper. When I'm not a hoopin', yo, you better decipher. Okay, I'll stop there. I can see my viewer retention go just like on the Roxanne guide that we did, the updated Roxanne. Anytime I would break out into song, the police, a little sting action, my viewer retention would be like it's pretty funny, but I can't help myself. All right, we got Frenzy the cackler. I like her. And I wanted to give you guys, the three of you who care, a little Cuphead update. Your boy, Expert Mode, has completed every boss except for King of Dice and the Devil, the final two bosses. So it's taken me about 1.5 years of practicing with my son. You know what I do? It's so pathetic, but I'll tell you guys because we're friends, right? Is I practice, like I have my son 50% of the time, right? Joint custody. So on nights I don't have him, if I have the time, I practice a little bit against the bosses. And then when I do have my son, I'm just like, oh, I'm a pro at this game. Just check it out. I know how to beat this game. I just pretend I'm naturally good. It's really bad. Someday he's going to watch this video. Someday. Get it to me! Siegfried of the Siegmund, excuse me. Don't confuse this guy with Siegfried. Man, are you trying to overcompensate with that huge shield, buddy? And that huge mustache? I actually like Siegmund of the High Shield. He's not an elite legendary champion, but he's solid for progression, right? Or restrictive content. He's just not bad. He's removing shields, removing a buff, 100% chance of removing a buff from a boss. Actually, that's come in handy for me a lot back when I used him more often, right? And AoE Provoke, I used to use him in Hydra. AoE Provoke and a decrease attack, not bad on a 3-turn cooldown. And I like the big shield as well as the strengthen on a 3-turn cooldown. Whenever he's attacked, it's a 20% chance to decrease the duration of all buffs on the attacker. 40% when attacked by a boss. Honestly, not a bad kid at all. Just like not the #1 champion that anybody wants to pull out of a Sacred Shard, let's be real. That's $200, 2 legendaries. Not bad, not the worst legendaries. Let's be real. When you take away Void legendaries, there's a lot of mediocre ones out there. So, you know, we could have done worse. Could have had a, I don't know. Who's the bad legendaries? I was going to say Pixneal, but I feel like I picked on her too much over the years. Visionary. Visionary's interesting. She's got like an AoE decreased crit rate and decreased crit damage. And then an AoE increased crit rate, increased crit damage. She's unique. I'll give her that. I don't know if she's good, but she's unique. How about another Lego? How about that? Luthia. Not awful, but not good. Let's keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. I got 3 Sacreds left, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Deathless. Not a fan, personally. When the setup for a champ, Tagore! My second favorite reviver in the game. I love Tagore so much, and I love my Syl. But my #1, I think I'm just going to leave you hanging for my next video. Not my next video, but I'll do a guide on my favorite reviver pretty soon. Increased defense on the A1, increased speed, the big heal based on his HP, the mediocre revive, the shield, and the damage mitigation on that passive with the HP All Battles Aura Man. He is a jack of all trades, versatile reviver, support champion. I absolutely love Tagore, and there it is. Alas. Let me make the mistakes and the poor decisions so you guys don't have to. We get 2 legendaries. That's cool. You can see the donation on the screen right now. But we are absolutely out of every single shard. Whew. We got Callowite the Ash Arrow, and we got... Get out of here with this baloney. We got Callowite the Ash Arrow, and we got... I'm already forgetting. I just pulled him 2 seconds ago. We got Ash... Oh, of course. Our guy Sigmund. Were those 2 champions worth $200? I'll answer for you. Hell no. But anyway, we had a lot of fun opening up all these shards. I hope you guys enjoyed the show as well. You can see the charity if you want to go ahead and make a donation to the Christopher Reeves Foundation as well. It will be in the description below. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.